Farming. Do you know the real meaning of life, friends? The real purpose of life is to live easily. People had adopted farming since ancient times, but why? It was easy to chew grass like a cow, or it would have been easier to kill the cow and eat it. But there was a problem, friend. On average, a cow gives birth to one calf in a year. So if cow becomes our food, our family would have wanted a cow after 2 days. This would have led to the extinction of the cow species. Sorry friends, cow is like a mother to us Hindus. But I have to praise the intelligence of our ancestors. So I felt right talking this path. Man is really intelligent, friend. The very purpose of living has changed the person, friend. It was very tempting for humans to hunt and eat this. Human farming path started from here, so that animals also fulfill the shortage of food, and crops also bring immense changes in living. What is farming called? Agriculture encompasses crop and livestock production. Agriculture, research and forestry for food and non-food products. Agriculture was the key development in the rise of sedentary human civilization, whereby farming of domesticated species created food surpluses that enabled people to live in cities. Farming synonyms: 54 similar and opposite words. Merriam-Webster. https www.merriam-webster.com. Thesaurus: farming. Farming, one of three. Noun. Definition of farming: as in agriculture, the science or occupation of cultivating the soil, producing crops and raising livestock. Since an ancestor settled there in the 19th century, farming has been the only occupation for 6 generations of the family. Synonyms and similar words: relevance, agriculture, cultivation, gardening, horticulture, husbandry, agribusiness, culture, farm work, tillage, agronomy, aquaculture, pastoralism, agroforestry, pomology, hydroponics, arboriculture, agroecology, monoculture, mixed farming, animal husbandry, aquaculture, sharecropping, farming, 2 of 3. Adjective: as in agricultural, engaged in on concerned with agriculture. Years of drought had a devastating impact on the religion farming communities. Farming, simple English, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, Wikipedia. HTTPS simple.wikipedia.organization wiki farming. Farming started thousands of years ago, but no one knows for sure how old it is. The development of farming gave rise to the Neolithic revolution as people gave up nomadic hunting and became settlers in cities. Farming and domestication probably started in the Fertile Crescent, the Nile Valley, the Levant and Mesopotamia. The area called Fertility Crescent is now in the countries of Iraq, Syria, Turkey, Jordan, Lebanon, Israel and Egypt. Wheat and barley are some of the first crops people grew. Cotton was domesticated in Peru by 4200 BC. Livestock including horses, cattle, sheep and goats were taken to the Americas from the old world. The first of those horses came with the Spanish conquistadors or soldiers and explorers in the 1490s, moving those cattle, sheep, goats and horses were part of the Columbian exchange. People probably started agriculture by planting a few crops, but still gathered many foods from the wild. People may have started farming because the weather and soil began to change. Farming can feed many more people than hunter-gatherers can feed on the same amount of land. This allowed the human population of grow to such large numbers as there are today. What is a farmer called? Agriculturist, cultivator, grower, raiser, someone concerned with the science or art or business of cultivating the soil. Apiarist, apiculturist, beekeeper. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruit and the plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in our life at all the time. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, the fruits and the plants always so in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is only so hunting. More trees, the fruits and the plants, only so in return. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary to life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. This world, examples of civilization, civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. This world, examples of civilization, civilized man is really a farmer. This world, examples of civilization, civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the earth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Have to live, food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants, always so in return. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the times. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Have to live, food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants, always so in return. Have to live, food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants, always so in return. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Agricultural work is considered the source of all actions in human life. Is agricultural work universally considered the primary means of survival? Why is agriculture important? Benefits and its role. Maryville University. HTTPS online. Maryville.edu blog 12 July 2022. Why is agricultural culture important? A key to why agriculture is important to business and society is its output. From producing raw materials to contributing to the global supply chain and economic development. How is agriculture important? When global supply chains are disrupted, external links that open in new considerable attention is given to the technology sector. For example, the lack of computer chips made from silicon, a non-agricultural raw material, limits a manufacturer's ability to make computers, cars and other products. This impacts many areas of society and business. Agriculture also plays a central role in meeting consumer and business market demand in a world with interconnected economies. Here are different types of products derived from agriculture. Biofuels. The US Environmental Protection Agency EPA reports favorable economics of biofuels. External link open in new produced from biomass. External link open in new source including agricultural products such as corn, soybeans, sugarcane, and algae. The benefits include reduced greenhouse gas and pollutant emissions and the potential for increased incomes for farmers. However, biodiesel production requires the use of land and water resources that can affect food costs. Pharmaceutical products. For thousands of years, humans have turned to plants to help treat what ails them. For example, ginger, a plant root typically consumed in tea, can help aid digestion. Substances derived from plants and herbs can also help in healthcare. For example, extracted chemicals from the foxglove external link open in new plant are used for digoxin, a drug used for heart failure. Another example is polylactic acid PLA, a chemical produced when glucose is fermented into lactic acid in green plants. PLA has applications in tissue engineering, cardiovascular implants, orthopedic intervention, cancer therapy, and fabrication of surgical implants. According to a study published in Engineered Regeneration External Link Open in New. Importance of agriculture in everyday life. For thousands of years, agriculture has played an important role in everyday life. Before agriculture, hunting and gathering enabled humans to survive. It was not until the transition to the plant sowing and harvesting of crops that humans began to thrive. Humans developed tools and practices to improve agricultural output with more efficient means of sustaining themselves. From there, innovations that created industries led to the modern era. Today, the importance of agriculture in everyday life can't be minimized. Without the agriculture sector, activities such as getting dressed for work and cleaning the home would not be possible. Here are examples of the agriculture products we use in our everyday life. Shelter, wood and plant-based materials such as bamboo can be used for indoor decor and construction materials. Morning routine. Mini is often an ingredient in toothpaste, adding flavor while brushing your teeth, and the caffeine in coffee that keeps you awake is derived from the coffee bean. Dressing up. In addition to cotton, clothing can be manufactured from hemp, rami, and flax. Bio-based materials can be used to produce grooming products such as skin creams and shampoos cleaning, two types of chemicals used in detergent clearing products and bath or hand soap, surfactant and solvents can be produced from biomass. Driving to work, plants make it possible to get to and from work. Think of rubber sourced from rubber trees and biodiesel fuel, which often includes ethanol sourced from corn. Entertainment paper from trees enables you to write, and some musical instruments such as reed instruments require materials made from plants. Education, from pencil steel often made of wood to paper textbooks, students rely on agricultural products every day. Agribusiness. Agribusiness external link open in new consists of the companies that perform the commercial activities involved in getting agricultural goods to market. It includes all types of business in the food sector, from small family farms to global agricultural conglomerates. In the US, farms contributed about 136 billion to GDP, about 0.6% of total GDP in 2019 according to the USDA. However, farms are just one component of agribusiness. Agribusiness also includes business involved in manufacturing agricultural equipment such as tractors and chemical-based products like fertilizers, and companies involved in the production and refinement of biofuels. USDA data reports that in total, farms and related industries contributed more than 1.1 trillion to GDP, a little over 5% of the GDP in 2019. The economics of agribusiness external link open in new also entails building production systems and supply chains that help maintain a country's second economic and social stability through the development of organizational and technological knowledge. Agribusiness plays a vital role in protecting the environment and biodiversity near farms and using natural resources sustainably. Why is agriculture important for the future? Agriculture offers an opportunity in improve the lives of millions of food insecure people and help countries develop economies that create jobs and raise incomes. Today's agriculture also impacts future generations. To ensure the long-term success of the global agricultural sector, building a more sustainable economic system aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals in a crucial imperative to help create a more equitable society. This is my life. Life had to be easy. That's why I am a farmer. First I move forward, only then universal. This is my life. This is my meaning and purpose of life. This is my life. I'm human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. This is my life. I'm human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. I became a farmer. Attention given to farming. Distributed among pupils eatably. Distributed among pupils eatably. Middle life is here for pupil. Middle life is here for pupil. I became a farmer. Attention given to farming, distributed among pupils eatably. Distributed among pupils eatably. Middle life is here for pupil. Middle life is here for pupil. This is my life. I'm human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. This is my life. I'm human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. I am human. Middle life is here for pupil. I am human. Middle life is here for pupil. This is my life. I am human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. This is my life. I am human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. I'm human. Middle life is here for life. Middle life is here for life. Jungle Kingdom. The life of all the living beings in the whole world was centered only on hunting. You know guys, it was customary for the creatures of the jungle kingdom to hunt and eat sea creatures. Later, such a revolution took place in the jungle kingdom from where humans started to step on this earth. As soon as humans arrived, the forest started improving. Humans were the first to stop it from becoming a forest on its own. Rather, where forests are forming on their own by giving priority to crops like seeds growing there, forced to grow with the same quality and grow again and again. This was the first world structure among humans by becoming farmers. There was and will be a lot of difference between the lion and the monkey, but the human character includes the same reaction of the both the lion and the ape. Like monkeys, humans also eat leaves and fruits of trees, and humans are carnivorous like lions, and humans gradually improved the life of lions by calling the hunt goodbye. Ever since the thought of cooking food across arose in the human mind, and since then the human community had chosen farming with dedication to life. What was the first crop cultivated by humans? Wheat. Wheat is the first cereal to be cultivated by man. In several places in the Middle East, it is being sowed, tended, and reaped soon after 8000 BC. The people of Jericho and the first known of have lived mainly from the cultivation of crops. What is the oldest crop in the world? Arrowheads are the world's oldest food crops and were the most widely distributed starchy food plants during the 16th and 19th century. Cultivation already occurred when rice and wheat were just weeds. Archaeological evidence from the Solomon Islands suggests that taro was already in use around 28,700 years ago. Which crop was first discovered in the ancient world? The 8 so-called founder crops of agriculture appear first emmer and einkorn wheat. The hulled barley, peas, lentils, bitter, bretek, chick, peas, and flax, bitter batches, and lentils along with almonds and pistachios appear in Franchi, Cape, Greece simultaneously about 9000 BC. What is arrowhead wheat or vegetable? Arrowhead, arrowheads or taro is a common name for plants belonging to the Araceae family of plants. The arrowhead plant family comprises of more than 120 genera and 3,750 species, of which many are used as food, medicine, animal fodder, ornamental plants, and cut flowers. The main centers of origin and diversity of arrowheads are tropical Asia and tropical America. Arrowheads are the world's oldest food crop and were the most widely distributed starchy food plants during the 16th and 19th century. Cultivation already occurred when rice and wheat were just weeds. Archaeological evidence from the Solomon Islands suggests that taro was already in use around 28,700 years ago. You know, friends, I myself have eaten arrowhead bread made by my mother in my childhood. This is my life, I'm human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. This is my life, I'm human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. I became a farmer. Attention given to farming. Distributed among people. Eatably. Distributed among people. Eatably. Middle life is here for people. Middle life is here for people. I became a farmer. Attention given to farming. Distributed among people. Eat a place. Distributed among people. Eat a place. Middle life is here for people. Middle life is here for people. This is my life, I'm human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. This is my life, I'm human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. I am human. Middle life is here for people. I am human. Middle life is here for people. This is my life. I am human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. This is my life. I am human. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. How should I live? I thought this was my passion. I'm human. Middle life is here for life. Middle life is here for life. I will spread my life in agriculture. I had thought like this in the beginning of my life, but I had a big problem. Land is needed to do agricultural work, but I had only 3 katha of land in which my residential house was also located. My mother was able to feed me, my sister and my grandmother for the whole year by planting a mango jackfruit tree in that land. There was a lot of fruit as well. As my sister and I grew up, our needs became greater. We were not able to survive for the whole year with the fruit of that mango jackfruit jam. Just during that time, my mind got a new insight into home farming, and I left the house and planted guava trees all over the 3 katha land. Our life started getting better throughout the year because guava bears fruit all the time throughout the year. Is guava not a seasonal fruit? Guavas are harvested throughout the year except during May and June. in one or the other region of the country. However, peak harvesting periods in North India are August for rainy season crop, November, December for winter season crop, and March, April for spring season crop. Is guava a seasonal fruit? Guava is a generally considered a tropical fruit that can be available year round in regions with suitable climate. However, in some areas, guava may have a peak season during the summer months when it is most abundant and ripe. 24 April 2023. Is guava a seasonal fruit in India? Quora. https www.quora.com. Is guava a seasonal fruit in 24 April 2023? However, overall guava is not considered a strictly seasonal fruit in India and can be found in the market throughout the year. Why you need to include the seasonal guava fruit in your diet Times of India? https timesofIndia.indiatimes.com. Food News 26 November 2020. Apart from being a flavorful fruit, guava is a seasonal one as well, which makes its consumption necessary to gain all its nutritive benefits. Guava. Wikipedia https en.wikipedia.organization wiki guava. Guava is a common tropical fruit cultivated in many tropical and subtropical regions. The common guava, Psidium guava, guajava, lemon guava, apple guava is a small tree in the myrtle family, Myrtaceae, native to Mexico, Central America, the Caribbean and northern South America. The name guava is also given to some other species in the genus Psidium, such as strawberry guava, Psidium cattleyanum, and to the pineapple guava, Schizoa celoana in 2019. 55 million tons of guavas were produced worldwide, led by India with 45% of the total. Botanically, guavas are berries. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruit and the plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in our life at all the time. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, the fruits and the plants always so in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, the fruits and the plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary to life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. This world Examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer. Recognition of a truth in the structure of the world. Farmer. Recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. This world. Examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. This world. Examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer. Recognition of the earth in the structure of the world. Farmer. Recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants always so in turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants always so in turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants always so in turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. By the way, I also cultivated potatoes on the entire land of my house. I also encountered a very surprising truth while cultivating potatoes. By the way, I used to get potatoes to eat throughout the year, but I had potatoes only in winter. Do potatoes grow only in winter season? The vegetative growth of the plant is based at a temperature of 24 degrees centigrade, while tuber development is favored at 20 degrees centigrade. Hence, potato is grown as a summer crop in the hills and as a winter crop in the tropical and subtropical regions. Do potatoes grow in all seasons? How to grow potatoes and when to harvest them? HGTV. Potatoes are planted in spring in all areas and again in fall in mild climate from small pieces of mature tubers called seed potatoes, each with one or two buds. Buy seed potatoes from certified sources. Many online seed companies also sell seed potatoes. In which season potatoes are sown? Potato farming अपनी खेती. For medium duration crop, sowing should be done in first week of October to third week of October, while for late duration crop, complete sowing from third week of October to first week of November. For spring season, second fortnight of January is best time planting. What are late season potatoes? Types of potatoes. Tips for early, mid and late season crops. Late season crop potatoes, also known as main crop potatoes. These have a longer growing season, producing bigger potatoes and a bigger harvest. These varieties are planted at the end of spring and are traditionally ready to harvest late summer and into fall. 28 January 2023. Can potatoes last all winter? The delicious starchy tubers can keep for months if stored correctly. Wooden crates, air permeable jute sacks or other potato storage bags and wicker baskets are all suitable for storing potatoes. What is the month of potato farming? Crop is sown in January, while the main crop in the 1 week of October in the states of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Karnataka. The Kharif crop is sown by end of June, while Rabi crop is sown from mid of October, November. So, this was my real status. I am a farmer. I am from here. I am a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. I'm a farmer from here. I'm a farmer for here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Satisfy hunger. I have many hunger. I grow, I plant a crop. I grow, I plant a crop. Satisfy hunger. I have many hunger. Satisfy hunger. I have many hunger. I grow, I plant a crop. I grow, I plant a crop. I'm a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. I'm a farmer from here. I'm a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. I've taken people's blessing. That's the land, it happened to the farmers only. That's the land, it happened to the farmers only. I've taken people's blessing. I've taken people's blessing. That's the land, it happened to the farmers only. That's the land, it happened to the farmers only. I'm a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. I'm a farmer from here. I'm a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. It is believed that we cannot make rotis by proving the wheat grown by the farmer. Let us assume that we need flour to make bread. I believe that business is important after farming. That's why even businessmen like farmers are given importance to survive. So for us, it is a village as well as a city. By the way, today's urban chaos has become too much. Without farmers, how far can traders go? But still, capital is necessary for the city. Corporation is necessary. Municipality is necessary. I don't think it necessary to tell you the rest. But even today, we are dependent only on the panchayat for the village. Only panchayat cares about our happiness. And we farmers only pay attention to our farming. People pray to the farmer. Is the entire community dependent on the farmer? Farmers are the backbone of our society. They are the ones who provide us all the food that we eat. As a result, the entire population of the country depends upon farmers. Now are we dependent on farmers? Quora. HTTPS www.quora.com. How are we dependent on farmers? 21 April 2018. So to answer your question, yes, people are highly dependent on farmers for their basic necessities as well as all necessities. Agriculture contribution to rural development. Institute for Agriculture and Trade Policy. HTTPS www.iatp.organization site default files agriculture. Farming is the fabric of rural society, and in many countries of the world it is the main economic activity. Any sudden and profound changes which impacted on the farm sector could have severe consequences in terms of social and political stability in economically developing countries. Agriculture also plays an important part in rural development, especially due to land use in countries where the sector is of less economic significance. The main potential contribution of farming to rural development are in terms of supporting employment, ancillary business, and environmental services. In peripheral regions, farming may be necessary to support the economic and social infrastructure. For rural development policies should exploit the contribution of farming both in terms of improving on farm activities and supporting ancillary services to secure sustainable development for rural areas. 5. In the context of agriculture reform, WTO rules should contain sufficient flexibility to allow countries to promote rural development, especially to preserve social and political stability. Farmer, Wikipedia, https in wikipedia.organization wiki farmer. A farmer is a person engaged in agriculture, raising living organisms for food or raw materials. The term usually applies to people who do some combination of raising field crops, orchards, vineyards, poultry, or other livestock. A farmer might own the farmland or might work as a laborer on land owned by others. In most development economies, a farmer is usually a farm owner, land owner, while employees of the farm are known as farm workers or farm hands. However, in other older definition, a farmer was a person who promotes or improves the growth of plants, land or crops, or raises animals as livestock or fish by labor and attention. Over half a billion farmers are smallholders, most of whom are in developing countries and who economically support almost 2 billion people. Globally, women constitute more than 40% of agricultural employees. How are we dependent on farmers? They work hard to supply food items for everyone living in the nation throughout their lives. In India, nearly two-thirds of the population relies on agriculture for their livelihood. They produce food, fodder and other raw materials and are the major source of income for a farmer. I am a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. I'm a farmer from here. I'm a farmer for here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Satisfy hunger, I have many hunger. I grow, I plant the crop. I grow, I plant the crop. Satisfy hunger, I have many hunger. Satisfy hunger, I have many hunger. I grow, I plant the crop. I grow, I plant the crop. I'm a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. I'm a farmer from here. I'm a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. I've taken people's blessing. That's the land it happened to the farmers only. That's the land it happened to the farmers only. I've taken people's blessing. I've taken people's blessing. That's the land it happened to the farmers only. That's the land it happened to the farmers only. I'm a farmer, I'm a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. I'm a farmer, I'm a farmer from here. I'm a farmer, I'm a farmer from here. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Because of me, stove burns in many houses. Farmers were here. Only then did we find a way to live safely in this world. What is the role of farmers in our lives? The role of farmers is as mentioned below. Food production. Farmers are responsible for producing the vast majority of the world's food supply. They grow crops, raise livestock, and produce other food products. Environmental stewardship. Farmers manage large tracts of land. 10th November 2023. What is the role of a farmer? LinkedIn Kisan Helpline. To reaction 1 year ago. As a farmer, your primary aim is to produce a high quality crop and or healthy livestock in order to support yourself and your family. The life of a farmer is far from glamorous. Farmers typically start work early and during planting and harvesting season work until dusk. Although modern agricultural machinery has been made the work for far less physically demanding than it was a few generations ago. Most of a farmer's day-to-day tasks are still hands-on physical work. Farmers, Wikipedia, https://en.wikipedia.organization, wiki, farmer. Advancement in technology, Afghani farmers learning about greenhouses in the US of the 1930s. One farmer could produce only enough food to feed 3 other consumers. A modern farmer produces enough food to feed well over 100 pupils. However, some authors consider this estimate to be flawed as it does not take into account that farming require energy and many other resources which have to be provided by additional workers, so that the ratio of people fed to farmers is actually some smaller than 100 to 1. Importance of a farmer to the nation. Crop for that life, agricultural culture. Cropfortlife.com, https cropfortlife.com. Literature. 26 April 2023. Preserving the environment. Farmers are stewards of the land and play a critical role in protecting and preserving our natural resources. What is the role of farmers in our life? They work hard to supply food items for everyone living in the nation throughout their lives. In India, nearly two-thirds of the population rely on agriculture for their livelihood. They produce food, fodder and other raw materials and are the major source of income for a farmer. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruit and the plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in our life at all times. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, the fruits and the plants always so in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, the fruits and the plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary to life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the earth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants always so in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Farmers had always brought change in people's life. It is not the importance of the farmer in today's progress. Farmers have a role in increasing today's human population to reach the moon or Mars. Is there a possibility of Earth space becoming less tomorrow? Are we running out of space for humans? Will we eventually run out of room for people? Even though it seems very likely to occur, experts say it might not by 2050, The population of the world is projected to reach over 9 billion people. But experts predict that after that it will stabilize, preventing a rapid increase to 10 billion people to August 2022. Can farmers be held responsible for the increasing population? What are the effects of increasing population on agriculture? Use of high yield varieties of seeds to increase production for increasing population will result in over irrigation, soil contamination, high pesticide usage and alkalinization of land. How much population depends on farming in India? Reason are about 58% of the Indian population depends on agriculture for their livelihood. What are three effects of population growth? An increase in population will inevitably create pressures leading to more deforestation, decreased biodiversity and spikes in pollution and emissions which will exacerbate climate change. 25 January 2020. What are the cause of overpopulation? What are the cause of overpopulation? The main causes are high birth rate, lack of reproductive education and family planning, poverty, increase in lifespan due to better health facilities, decrease in death rate, lack of employment opportunities and improvements in agriculture. In August 2023. By making the barren land fertile by the farmers digging, it is becoming easier to feed everyone as the population of the world increases. Then the red planet will be needed tomorrow. Digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. Dust your barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Dust your barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Even gravely ground, trees and plants started giving both the fruit crops. We grew more and more. Both the fruit crops, we grew more and more. Even gravely ground, trees and plants started grieving. Both the fruit crops, we grew more and more. Both the fruit crops, we grew more and more. Digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. Dust your barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Dust your barren, brought to life even if it was wisdom. Digging in it the ground, feet even in the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even it was wisdom. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was wisdom. We are farmers, friend, to farming. Be too much use really does. Who will stop us, friends? That is for coffee hour. Who will stop us, friends? That is for coffee hour. We are farmers, friend, do farming. Be too much with really does. Who will stop us, friends? That is for coffee hour. Who will stop us, friend? That is for coffee hour. Digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was done. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was done. Digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was done. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was done. What do you say, guys? Am I wrong? Can't I bring life to a planet with red dust? I have grown not only on soil but also on stone. Today this rusty iron and dust can stop me. No way I am gonna stop. The way I can call water, similarly I have board to grow crops here. Can't the red planet, rusty dust become strong soil? Mars fact, NASA science.government, HTTPS science.nasa.government. Mars fact. Mars is known as the red planet because iron minerals in the Martian soil oxide or rust, causing the soil and atmosphere to look red. Mars, everything you need to know about the red planet. Space.com, https www.space.com, solar system Mars. 10th August 2023, according to NASA, the iron minerals oxidize or rust, causing the soil to look red. Martian soil, Wikipedia, https://en.wikipedia.organization wiki. Martian soil. Martian soil is the fine regolith, a blanket of unconsolidated, loose, heterogeneous, superficial deposits covering solid rock. Found on the surface of Mars, its properties can differ significantly from those of terrestrial soil, including its toxicity due to the presence of percolates. The term Martian soil typically refers to the finer fraction of regolith. So far, no samples have been returned to Earth. The goal of a Mars sample return mission, but the soil has been studied remotely with the use of Mars rovers and Mars orbiters. It is said that water and tree roots harden the soil. If it rains, the red planet's dust may allow trees to grow. If a tree can force a stone to break, or a tree can form itself by freezing sand, so can't a tree grow by collecting iron dust? Could Mars dust be fertile? Fertilizing Mars research suggests Martian soil has some of the nutrients plants need to grow and survive. See plants nutrients, right? But because of Mars's extremely cold conditions, plants such as Watney's potatoes would need to grow inside a controlled environment, such as his half, 12 January 2018. Is Mars soil fertile? Although the Martian soil itself is not fertile for plant growth, the addition of bacteria and fertilizer, as well as the removal of the toxic salt from the soil, demonstrate that there is potential for plant growth in a controlled manner on Mars. Life on Mars. Wikipedia, https://en wikipedia.organization wiki life on Mars. The possibility of life on Mars is a subject of interest in astrological due to the planet's proximity and similarities to Earth. To date, no proof of past or present life has been found on Mars. Cumulative evidence suggests that during the ancient Noachian time period, the surface environment of Mars had liquid water and may have been habitable for microorganisms. But habitable conditions do not necessarily indicate life. Scientific searches for evidence of life began in the 19th century and continue today via telescope investigations and deployed probes searching for water, chemical biosignatures in the soil and rocks at the planet's surface, and biomarker gases in the atmosphere. Digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Even gravely ground, trees and plants started giving both the fruit crops. We grew more and more. Both the fruit crops, we grew more and more. Even gravely ground, trees and plants started grieving. Both the fruit crops, we grew more and more. Both the fruit crops. We grew more and more, digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. That's your barren, brought to life even if it was stone. That's your barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Digging in the ground, feed even in the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even it was stone. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. We are farmers, friend, do farming. We do Mars with ready dust. Who will stop us, friends? That is for coffee hour. Who will stop us, friends? That is for coffee hour. We are farmers, friend, do farming. Beat Mars with red dust. Who will stop us, friend? That is for coffee hour. Who will stop us, friend? That is for coffee hour. Digging in the ground, feed even the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Digging in the ground, feed even the dead soil. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Dusty or barren, brought to life even if it was stone. Well, it is not true that land becomes fertile only by digging. But to make it fertile, it is important to keep the soil very light so that water can make the soil wet. Therefore, when there is a drought, it becomes very inconvenient to do agriculture in the field, land. Why is it important to keep the land wet for farming or gardens? Agricultural use of wetland opportunities and limitations. National Institutes of Health, NIH, .government. https www.ncbi.nlm.nih.government. Article PM C2794053 by JDA Fairhaven 2010, cited by 438. Wetlands are species-rich habitats performing valuable ecosystem services such as flood protection, water quality enhancement, food chain support, and carbon sequestration. Worldwide, wetlands have been trained to convert them into agricultural land or industrial and urban areas. A realistic estimate is that 50% of the world's wetlands have been lost. Agriculture has been carried out in several types of farmers. Wetlands for millennia with crop fields on river floodplain, soils and rice fields as major examples. However, intensive agricultural use of drains, reclaimed peatlands has been shown to lead to major problems because of the oxidation and subsidence of the peat soil. This does not only lead to severe carbon dioxide emissions but also results in low lying land which needs to be protected against flooding. Developments in Southeast Asia where vast areas of tropical peatlands are being converted into oil palm plantations are of great concern in this respect. Although more flood tolerant cultivars of commercial crop species are being developed, these are certainly not suitable for cultivation in wetlands with prolonged flooding period, but rather will survive relatively short periods of water logging in normally improved agricultural soils. From a sustainability perspective, reclamation of peatland for agriculture should be strongly discussed. The opportunities for agriculture in naturally functioning floodplains should be further investigated. The development and use of crop cultivars with an even stronger flood tolerance could form part of the sustainable use of such floodplain systems. Extensive use of wetlands without drastic reclamation measures and without fertilizer and pesticides might result in combination of food production with other wetland services with biodiversity remaining more or less intact. There is a need for research by agronomists and environmental scientists to optimize such solutions. Keyword: wetlands, sustainable agriculture, peat subsidence, flood plains, rich fields, water use, irrigation. Why is water important for farms and fields? Water in agriculture. Water is a critical input for agricultural production and plays an important role in food security. Irrigated agriculture represents 20% of the total cultivated land and contributes 40% of the total food produced worldwide. have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruit, and plants are always so in turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in our life at all time. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits, and plants always so in turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits, and plants always so in turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary to life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the earth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits, and plants always so in turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits, and plants always so in turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits, and plants always so in turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. The land is not just dug up and thinned when rice paddy plants are sown. Rather, the field is watered during this time. Why is it necessary to have water up to 1 foot above the soil while sowing small paddy plants? Chapter 4. Irrigation, Water Needs, Food and Agriculture Organization, HTTPS www.fao.organization. In chapter 3, it has been indicated how the crop water need, ET crop, is determined. This water can be supplied to the crops in various ways. By rainfall, by irrigation, by a combination of irrigation and rainfall. In some cases, part of the crop water need is supplied by the groundwater through capillary rise. See volume 1, section 2.5.3 for the purpose of this paper. However, the contribution of capillary rise is not taken into account. In cases where all the water needed for optimal growth of the crop is provided by rainfall, irrigation is not required and the irrigation water need In equals 0. In is equal to 0. In cases where there is no rainfall at all during the growing season, all water has to be supplied by irrigation. Consequently, the irrigation water need In equals the crop water need ET crop. In is equal to ET crop. In most cases, however, part of the crop water need is supplied by rainfall and the remaining part by irrigation. In such case, the irrigation water need In is in the difference between the crop water need ET crop and that part of the rainfall which is effectively used by the plants PE. In formula In is equal to ET crop is minus PE. If sufficient rainfall, In is equal to 0. If no rainfall at all, In is equal to ET crop. If partly irrigation, partly rainfall, In is equal to ET crop minus PE. Section 4.2 provides a method to determine the effective rainfall, while section 4.3 gives a calculation example for the irrigation water need. As the determination of the irrigation water need for paddy rice is a special case, it is discussed separately in section 4.4. For general information on rainfall, the amount, the intensity and the distribution, refer to volume 1, section 4.1.1, 4.1.2 and 4.1.3 respectively. When rainwater 1 in Fig 16 falls on the soil surface, some of it infiltrated into the soil to some stagnates on the surface 3, while some flows over the surface as runoff 4. When the rainfall stops, some of the water stagnating on the surface 3 evaporates to the atmosphere 5, while the rest slowly infiltrates into the soil 6. From all the water that infiltrates into the soil 2 and 6, some percolates below the root zone 7, while the rest remains stored in the root zone 8. Fig 16 effective rainfall 8 is equal to 1 minus 4 is equal to 5 is equal to 7. In other words, the effective rainfall 8 is the total rainfall 1 minus runoff 4 minus evaporation 5 and minus deep percolation 7. Only the water retained in the root zone 8 can be used by the plants and represents what is called the effective part of the rainwater. The term effective rainfall is used to define this fraction of the total amount of rainwater useful for meeting the water need of the crops. For the purpose of this manual, only two simple formulas are provided to estimate the fraction of the total rainfall which is used effectively. This formula can be applied in areas with a maximum slope of a 4.5%. What is the water requirement for paddy crop? Cultivation practices water management, water requirement. This requirement is applied either naturally by precipitation or artificially by irrigation. The daily consumptive use of rice varieties varies from 6 to 10 mm and total water is ranges from 1100 to 1250 mm depending upon the agro climatic situation, duration of variety and characteristics of the soil. Why do we water the soil after sowing a seed or a baby plant? How to germinate seed and tips for faster germination. Soil moisture is another essential factor. Water is the reason why germination starts in the first place. Water starts imbibition, the process where the seed absorbs the water. It gives an indication to the seed to start growing. 24 November 2023. Farming also requires a lot of understanding of nature. Farming alone can make life easier to live. I can do farming only to life. I make life easier. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice. Eat every fatty. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice. Eat every fatty. I can do farming only to life. I make life easier. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice. Eat every fatty. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice. Eat every fatty. We are farmers, guys. Soil is like our mother. Step into the mud. First he bows it down and recipe. Step into the mud. First he bows it down and recipe. We are farmers, guys. Soil is like our mother. Step into the mud. First he bows it down and recipe. step into the mud. First he goes it down and respect. I can do farming only to life. I make life easier. Cow, goat, donkey, horse. For me, rice, eat everybody. Cow, goat, donkey, horse. For me, rice, eat everybody. I can do farming only to life. I make life easier. Cow, goat, donkey, horse. For me, rice, eat everybody. Cow, goat, donkey, horse. For me, rice, eat everybody. It is said that the farmer considers the soil as his mother. Is soil like breast and plant like milk? Yes, friends. Children cannot survive without mother's milk. In the same way, soil will not grow plants, otherwise what will life eat, like friends? That's why soil is mother. Even if he had not been a farmer, he would have grown plants from the soil, and the living beings would have definitely received food like milk. Became a farmer, only then farming becomes garden. Otherwise, perhaps one would have to eat life selectively. Natural farming or natural garden is made on soil. In fact, no external fertilizers are added to soil or given to plants whatsoever. In natural farming, decomposition of organic matter by microbes and earthworms is encouraged right on the soil surface itself, which gradually adds nutrition in the soil over the period. Natural farming, Wikipedia, https://n wikipedia.organization wiki natural farming. Natural farming, season noho, also referred to as the Fukuoka method. The natural way of farming or do nothing farming is an ecological farming approach established by Masanobu Fukuoka 1932-2008. Fukuoka, a Japanese farmer and philosopher, introduced the term in his 1975 book, The One Straw Revolution. The title refers not to lack of effort but to the avoidance of manufactured inputs and equipment. Natural farming is related to fertility farming, organic farming, sustainable agriculture, agroecology, agroforestry, agriculture and permaculture, but should be distinguished from biodynamic agriculture. The system works along with the natural biodiversity of each farmed area, encouraging the complexity of living organisms, both plants and animals, that shape each particular ecosystem to thrive along with food plants. Fukuoka saw farming both as a means of producing food and as an aesthetic or spiritual approach to life, the ultimate goal of which was the cultivation and perfection of human beings. He suggested that farmers could benefit from closely observing local conditions. Natural farming is a closed system, one that demands no human supplied inputs and mimics nature. Fukuoka's natural farming practice rejected the use of modern technology, and after 25 years his farm demonstrated consistently comparable yields to that of the most technologically advanced farms in Japan. Doing so without the pollution, soil loss, energy consumption and environmental degradation inherent in these modern types of farming. One of the main prongs of natural farming is to ask why we should apply modern technology to the process of growing food. If nature is capable of achieving similar yield without the negative side effects of these technologies, such ideas radically challenged convention that are core to modern agro industries. Instead of promoting importation of nutrients and chemicals, he suggested an approach that takes advantage of the local environment. Although natural farming is sometimes considered a subset of organic farming, it differs greatly from conventional organic farming, which Fukuoka considered to be another modern technique and disturbs nature. Fukuoka claimed that his approach prevents water pollution, biodiversity loss and soil erosion, while providing ample amounts of food, and there is a growing body of scientific work in fields like agroecology and regenerative agriculture that lend support to these claims. What is meant by natural farming? Natural farming can be defined as chemical-free and livestock-based farming, soundly grounded in agroecology. It is a diversified farming system that integrates crops, trees and livestock, allowing the optimum use of functional biodiversity. I can do farming only to life. I make a life easier. Cow, goat, donkey, herd, for me rice. Eat every fatty. Cow, goat, donkey, herd, for me rice. Eat everybody. I can do farming only to life. I make life easier. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice, it everybody. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice, it everybody. We are farmers, guys. Soil is like our mother. Step into the mud. First he bows it down and recipe. Step into the mud. First he bows it down and recipe. We are farmers, guys. Soil is like our mother. Step into the mud. First he bows it down and recipe. Step into the mud. First he bows it down and recipe. I can do farming only to life. I make life easier. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice, eat everybody. Cow, donkey, herd. For me, rice, eat everybody. I can do farming only to life. I make life easier. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice, eat everybody. Cow, goat, donkey, herd. For me, rice, eat everybody. In earlier times, it was very easy to raise pigs because pigs could digest dirt. But nowadays, it has become very impossible to raise pigs. Why can a tall house be built on the ground? May it be easy for everyone to get home, but getting a share of land for rearing pigs is a problem. You know, friends, pigs can give birth to babies very quickly and can give birth to a lot of babies. And pigs don't eat anything else without dirt. Pig farming is so good and easy, friends, but it is not easy to get land for rearing pigs in today's time. Is pork a good option for people to eat? It's also an excellent source of high quality protein. Minimally processed, lean, fully cooked pork eaten in moderation can provide certain benefits when added to your diet. The high quality proteins in pork are complete amino acids and therefore perfect building blocks for creating new muscles. 7 October 2020. Why pork should be your next healthy protein pick? Illinois farm families. HTTPS watch us grow organization blog 5 October 2020. Why pork should be your next healthy protein pick? If you have been eyeing that ground pork at the meat counter, you are in good company. With ground pork, the opportunities are endless, from pork chili to pork pot piece. Check out these must-try recipes. But you are not limited to just ground pork. Pork is extremely versatile, flavorful, and packs a lot of nutritional value. So we are looking through the lens of nutrition and farming to share why pork should be your next healthy protein peak. Protein that's good for you from a nutrition perspective. For many, incorporating high quality lean protein into their diet is a way to get important nutrients they need while delivering the flavor they crave. Pork is a great option for those looking to consume meat while limiting saturated fat. In fact, pork tenderloin is just as lean as skinless chicken breast, and 8 cuts of pork meet USDA's guidelines for lean. Many cuts of fresh pork are leaner today than they were 2 decades ago. Farmers and other pig health and nutrition professionals have incorporated research and technology to raise pigs that produce leaner, higher quality pork. Here are some other advantages of eating pork. Get your vitamins. Pork provides important vitamins and minerals your body needs, some of which are under consumed according to current dietary recommendation. A 3-ounce portion of pork tenderloin is an excellent source of protein, thiamine, vitamin B6 and niacin, and a good source of zinc. Keep a check on fat content. Today's pork is 16% leaner and 27% lower in saturated for compared to 29 years ago. Lean protein 8 cuts of pork meet the USDA guidelines for lean, containing less than 10 grams of fat, 4.5 grams of unsaturated fat and 95 milligrams of cholesterol per 100 grams of meat. Heart healthy, the tenderloin and pork sirloin roast meat criteria for the American Heart Association heart checkmark, meaning they contain 5 grams or less of fat, 2 grams or less of saturated fat and 480 milligram or less of sodium per level serving. Carrier food that helps you eat healthier. Pork helps you increase your intake of nutrients such as choline, iron and potassium, nutrients that Americans struggle to eat enough of. Here's a go-to up when shopping for lean pork. Look for the word loin or chop, as this will be your leanest cut. Is pork good or bad for humans? Pork is the world's most popular type of meat. It's a rich source of high quality protein as well as various vitamins and minerals. Therefore, it may improve exercise performance and promote muscle growth and maintains. On the negative side, consumption of both undercooked and overcooked pork should be avoided. 20 July 2023. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruit and plants also in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in our life at all times. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants also in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants also in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary to life at all times. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the earth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants also in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants also in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants also in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Farming is the easiest way to live human life. By the way, nowadays there are various machinery used to make crops like tractors etc. are being used. But friends, I had used plows and bullocks long ago to make the land arable. What is the main equipment of the farmer is the plow and the bullock cow. Plow. Wikipedia, https en wikipedia.organization wiki plow. A plow or plow, US both plow is a farm tool for loosening or turning the soil before sowing seed or planting. Plows were traditionally drawn by oxen and horses, but in modern farms are drawn by tractors. A plow may have a wooden, iron or steel frame with a blade attached to cut and loosen the soil. It has been fundamental to farming for most of history. The earliest plows had no wheels. Such a plow was known to the Romans as an aratron. Celtic peoples first came to use wheeled plows in the Roman era. The prime purpose of ploughing is to turn over the uppermost soil, bringing fresh nutrients to the surface while burying weeds and crop remains to decay. Trenches cut by the plough are called furrows in modern use. A ploughed field is normally left to dry and then harrowed before planting. Ploughing and cultivating soil evens the content of the upper 12 to 25 centimeters, 5 to 10 in layer of soil where most plant feeder roots grow. Ploughs were initially powered by humans, but the use of farm animals is considerably more efficient. The earliest animals were oxen, later horses, and mules were used in many areas. With the industrial revolution came the possibility of steam engines to pull plough. These in turn were superseded by internal combustion powered tractors in the early 20th century. The petty plough was a notable invention for ploughing out orchard strips in Australia in the 1930s. Use of the traditional plough has decreased in some areas threatened by soil damage and erosion. Used instead is shallower ploughing or other less invasive conservation tillage. What is the farmer plough? A plough is one of the agricultural tools used for the initial soil cultivation in preparation for seed sowing or planting to loosen or turn the soil. It is usually made of wood and is drawn by two bulls. It has been used since ancient times for tilling, turning the soil and adding fertilizer. This is life. It's really not easy to live. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. Wheat rice, hunger relief. Wheat rice, hunger relief. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. Wheat rice, hunger relief. Wheat rice, hunger relief. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. Hunger is crazy every step of the way. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Hunger is crazy every step of the way. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. People are coming, mother drank rivers of blood. We satisfy the hunger of the hungry. May we our happiness in living. May we our happiness in living. We satisfy the hunger of the hungry. May we our happiness in living. May we our happiness in living. People are coming, mother drank rivers of blood. People are coming, mother drank rivers of blood. We satisfy the hunger of the hungry. May we our happiness in living. May we our happiness in living. We satisfy the hunger of the hungry. May we our happiness in living. May we our happiness in living. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. Hunger is crazy every step of the way. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Hunger is crazy every step of the way. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. Hunger is crazy every step of the way. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Hunger is crazy every step of the way. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. Wheat rice, hunger is relief. In life, always remember one thing I said, friend. We farmers are in your life only because of you. Today you are able to send speedy rockets to conquer the universe. Are you able to set satellite in the sky? Because of we are not able to separate the iron by digging the soil, then you would never have become such a great scientist. We are farmers. Whatever you call us laborers, we are farmers. We are the same. We farmers can break stones into small pieces. Only then Lord Ram was able to build Ram Setu. Jai Shri Ram Chandra ki. I am a farmer, so I am showing arrogance. Never assume that, friend. Farmer is really the nurturer of human life. The labor of the farmer is the brain of the scientist. Is the farmer really the nurturer of human life? The philosophy of Wendell Berry, Making Agriculture and Studio Vivek.com, https www.studiovivek.com, Journal The Philosopher, 28 July 2022. According to Berry, there are two different kinds of minds. Those that focus on the here and now, and others who search for meaning in the life. One type may be referred to as exploitative or focused primarily on making money while caring little about their own well-being. Another might foster an environment where people's needs come first, rather than exploiting them simply because he can profit from doing so at any given time. The exploiter is a specialist, an expert. The nurturer is not. The standard of the exploiter is efficiency. The standard of the nurturer is care. The exploiter goal is money, profit. The nurturer goal is health. His land's health, his own, his families, his communities, his countries. The exploiter typically thinks in terms of numbers, quantities, and hard facts. The nurturer, on the other hand, believes that there is more than just lust, science, or data for making decisions. For Berry, the farmer is the quintessential nurturer, written by Wendell Berry in 1977. The Unsettling of America discusses how good farming in the United States has been taken away from its cultural context by embracing industrialized operations while also reducing crop yields significantly over time. According to Berry, good farming is spiritual discipline that should be managed by families. In addition, it should be based on relationships with the land, animals, and plants. Good farming also means being good stewards of the resources that are available. Below are a few key takeaways of his philosophy. Importance of farmers. Learn important terms and concepts. Vedantu. HTTPS www.vedantu.com. What does a farmer do? Role of a farmer. A farmer is responsible for a variety of roles in their specific field. A farmer must have a broad knowledge base of the agriculture industry as a whole. Whether it is the purchase and planting of seeds on a cash crop farm, the purchase of quality breeding stock on an animal husbandry farm, or the diet and care of a specific type of livestock on an animal production farm. A farmer frequently needs a solid working understanding of mechanics in order to keep their equipment functioning and in optimal condition. In addition to general knowledge of planting dates and harvesting period. What is the role of farmer in our life? Importance of farmers. Learn important terms and concepts. Farmers are responsible for our accessibility to fresh fruits and vegetables. Farmers are true fighters since they face numerous challenges while yet providing us with food. Farmers are critical to the existence of human civilization. Farmers make significant contribution to the country's economic progress. This is life. It's really not easy to live. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. With rise, hunger relief. With rise, hunger relief. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. With rise, hunger relief. With rise, hunger relief. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. With rise, hunger relief. With rise, hunger relief. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. With rise, hunger relief. With rise, hunger relief. People are coming, mother drank rivers of blood. We satisfy the hunger of the hungry. May we our happiness in living. May we our happiness in living. We satisfy the hunger of the hungry. May we our happiness in living. May we our happiness in living. People are coming, mother drank rivers of blood. People are coming, mother drank rivers of blood. We satisfy the hunger of the hungry. May we our happiness in living. May we our happiness in living. We satisfy the hunger of the hungry. May we our happiness in living. May we our happiness in living. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. With rise, hunger relief. With rise, hunger relief. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. With rise, hunger relief. With rise, hunger relief. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. This is life. It's really not easy to lie. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. With rise, hunger relief. With rise, hunger relief. Hunger is crazy. Every step of the way. With rise, hunger relief. With rise, hunger relief. This life becomes crazy with hunger, which is the best cooking equipment between wheat and rice. What are some methods of cooking with stored grains, rice, Quora, https www.quora.com. What are some methods of 27 March 2023? Cooking with stored grains such as rice and wheat can be a valuable skill in survival situations. Here are some methods to cook with them. Boiling. This is the most common method of cooking rice and other grains. Simply add the grains to a pot of boiling water, reduce the heat and simmer until the grains are cooked. For wheat, you can boil it until it's soft and chewable. Pressure cooking. If you have a pressure cooker, this is a great method for cooking grains quickly. Add the grains to the pressure cooker with water and cook for the recommended time. Baking. You can bake grains like wheat and Uncover the difference between millet, wheat and rice. Nario.com. https://nario.com. Blog new uncover the difference. 25 August 2023. Uncover the difference between millet, wheat and rice. As staple food in India, millet, wheat and rice are commonly used in various cuisines. Each grain is unique in terms of appearance, taste, nutritional content and culinary uses. Understanding the differences between them can help you make informed dietary choices and explore new recipes. Millet is a small, nutrient-dense, gluten-free grain that has been cultivated for thousands of years with a slightly nutty flavor and a fluffy texture. Millet is versatile and can be used in many dishes, from porridge to bread. Wheat, on the other hand, is a major cereal crop that is rich in gluten, a protein that gives elasticity to dough and is commonly used in baking. Rice, the most widely consumed grain in the world, is a cereal crop that comes in many varieties, each with its own unique flavor and texture. What is the best material for Indian cooking? Ceramic coated pans are a good medium for cooking as they preserve the heat evenly and the dishes get cooked well with less oil content to add to its benefit. A consumer must look for a totally toxin-free product with no harmful chemicals used either in a coating or in the manufacturing process. 21 November 2022. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruit and plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in our life at all the time. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants always so in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants always so in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary to life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. This world, examples of civilization, civilized man is really a farmer, recognition of the earth in the structure of the world, farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Have to live, food is necessary to survive, there is always so hunting, more trees, the fruits and the plants always so in return. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Have to live, food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting, more trees, the fruits and the plants always so in return. Have to live, food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting, more trees, the fruits and the plants always so in return. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all the time. Life is really not easy to live. Well, nature has made arrangements for everyone's food. But hunger is such a disaster that everyone feels hungry, and that's why everyone shows such ferocity when it comes to hunger. You know, friends, the lion father does not feel ashamed in preparing food even for his own child. By the way, human life is very intellectual. Humans really used their intelligence when it came to food. Nature is there, but humans have made soil a medium for food. Farming is the easiest way to satisfy the hunger of people around the world. How to think? How can agriculture help solve world hunger? Concern worldwide, https www.concern.net, news, agriculture and hunger, to February 2023. First, we need to accept that smallholder and local farmers need to be priorities as key to solving hunger where it is most keenly felt. We wouldn't end world hunger until we address the needs of smallholder farmers. The solution is clear. In order to end world hunger and poverty, we must focus on the needs of smallholder farmers and rural communities. This includes focusing on sub-Saharan Africa as well as South and East Asia, Latin America and the Caribbean, where poverty rates are among the highest and many residents depend on the land. Approximately 75% of people going hungry today live in these areas. This has been true for some time. Current development efforts grossly and increasingly neglect agriculture and rural people, said Dr. Michael Lipton, Director of the Poverty Research Unit at England's Sussex University in 2001. In the last few decades, investments have gone from supporting small rural farmers into larger international agricultural industries, but over relying on food imports from higher income nations such as the United States has also hurt people in the world's hungriest countries. The majority of poor and hungry people are small scale farmers. They are in fact members of the private sector, albeit the weakest, and some corporate investment in agriculture can hurt them, said John Kunrud, EVP of the Hunger Project in 2018. The world has over-invested in low nutrition staple crops, driving up the relative price of nutrition rich foods. Empty calories is the food system of the poor. It doesn't have to be like this. The World Bank estimates that compared to other sectors, investing in agriculture is 2 to 4 times more effective at rising incomes among the world's poorest compared to other sectors. How can agriculture help solve world hunger? So, how can we use agriculture to successfully and sustainably end world hunger? There are 5 key steps that work together. How agriculture can reduce hunger? Increasing agricultural productivity in poor countries is critical to reducing hunger. It increases food supply, which lowers food prices. Poor people benefit the most because they spend a much greater share of their income on food. Farmer is the blessing of food to every person in the world. Farmer, the keep the food, cook the food. Farmer made easy, farmer made easy. Cook the food. Farmer made easy, farmer made easy. Farmer, the gift of food. Farmer, the gift of food. Cook the food. Farmer made easy, farmer made easy. Cook the food. Farmer made easy, farmer made easy. Find the food, search and eat. The farmer made it easy. Done is of living, done is of living. The farmer made it easy. Done is of living, done is of living. Find the food, search and eat. Find the food, search and eat. The farmer made it easy. Done is of living, done is of living. The farmer made it easy. Done is of living, done is of living. Farmer, the gift of the food. Cook the food. Farmer made easy, farmer made easy. Cook the food. Farmer made easy, farmer made easy. Farmer, the gift of the food. Farmer, the gift of the food. Cook the food. Farmer made easy, farmer made easy. Cook, cooked food, farmer medicine, farmer medicine. It is said that intelligent is the one who can dodge even Yama. You are looking for intelligence in me, friends. Think how easily our ancestors defeated the lion. Deer is food for humans and deer is also food for lions. Now friends, don't you know how dangerous it is to fight with a lion to get the deer? That is why our ancestors have presented agriculture as a boon to the world. Is agriculture work a boon in life? Agriculture is a boon or a ban medium as its group 1 year ago. The agricultural industry is important to a country's economic prosperity. Fruit guarding is an important duty in the agriculture industry since there is a strong demand for high quality fruits and vegetables. Agricultural activity feeds the people not only in a single country but also in most of the countries, whether it's rice, wheat or exotic fruits and vegetables. Everything is being transported from one country to another. A country like India transports different kinds of rice to a lot of countries due to its enormous potential for value addition, notably in the food processing industry. The Indian food industry is poised for massive expansion, increasing its contribution to world food commerce every year. The Indian food and grocery market are the sixth largest in the world, with retail accounting for 70% of total sales. The Indian food processing sector, which accounts for 32% of the country's overall food market and is rated fifth in terms of production, consumption, export and predicted growth, is one of the country's largest industries. In FY21, total agriculture and allied products exports totaled 41.25 billion. Would you consider agriculture a ban or boon? Why? Quora. https www.quora.com. Would you consider agricultural 7 March 2022? Sudipta Chakravarti, follow, been seeing it for decades. CY related. Is PM Narendra Modi's agriculture bill boon or bane for Indian farmers? On paper, it is a good reform, but only paper, only future will tell us how well it pans out, and implementation had been the biggest issue with Modi's scheme. History tells us that many states already don't have APMCs and mandis, and yet the farmers are poor in these states. Bihar is an example. They freed the farmers from mandis, are exposed them to open market in 2006, and they are worse off for it. The mandis got dismantled and due to lack of development of the agricultural infrastructure and control. Big private players never came, and the local private operators exploited the farmers by forming cartels and offering lesser prices. Farming a boon or a sin? Reflection.live. https reflection.live articles. Farming a boon or a sin, 30 July 2023. Giving jobs to the locals can improve the economy of the local. I am totally not against it, but are we treating the farmers on par with them? Nanotechnology, a boon for agriculture. ScienceDirect.com. https www.sciencedirect.com. Article Abs P by M. Bala 2023, cited by 12. Agriculture is the primary source of livelihood and an important sector that provides food to a growing population and provides raw materials to food industries. From the past few years, it is observed that plant diseases are becoming the contributors to reduce the production and quality of food. Nanotechnology is a promising area that can be used to solve this problem. It has become an area of intense attention in recent years since it can be applied in various stages of agriculture, i.e. from sowing a seed to a grown-up plant. The present paper is a focus on how nanotechnology can be used in various stages of crop production and will suggest future scopes that can be incorporated in this field so as to improve the production quality and quantity of the food crops. Is agriculture boon to economy? Employment. The agricultural sector is the largest employer in the country, providing livelihoods to more than 60% of the population. The agriculture sector has a multiplier effect on the economy, as it not only provides food to the population but also raw materials to various industries. 25 April 2023. Farmer, the gift of free food, cook the food. Farmer made easy, farmer made easy. Cook cook the food. Farma made easy. Farma made easy. Farma the gift of the food. Farma the gift of the food. Cook the food. Farma made easy. Farma made easy. Cook the food. Farma made easy. Farma made easy. Find the food, search and eat. The farmer made it easy. Done is of living. Done is of living. The farmer made it easy. Done is of living. Done is of living. Find the food, search and eat. Find the food, search and eat. The farmer made it easy. Done is of living. Done is of living. The farmer made it easy. Done is of living. Done is of living. Farmer, the gift of the food. Cook the food. Farmer made easy. Farmer made easy. Cook the food. Farmer made easy. Farmer made easy. Farmer, the gift of the food. Farmer, the gift of the food. Cook the food. Farmer made easy. Farmer made easy. Cook the food. Farmer made easy. Farmer made easy. Farmers all over the world are the gift of food to every human being in the world. Because farmers not only make the soil fertile, but farmers also raise animals to refresh the appetite of humans. Why do we need to eat meat? Meat and poultry contain protein, which is important for growth and development, and other nutrients your body needs, such as iodine, iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. Beyond carnism, HTTPS www.carnism.organization. Why we love dogs, eat pigs, and wear cows offers an absorbing look at what social physiologist Melanie Jay calls carnism. The invisible belief system that conditions us to eat certain animals when we would never dream of eating others. Carnism causes extensive animal suffering and global injustice, and it drives us to act against our own interests and the interests of others without fully realizing what we are doing. Becoming aware of what carnism is and how it functions is vital to personal empowerment and social transformation, as it enables us to make our food choice more freely, because without awareness there is no free choice. Melanie Joy's book is an important and groundbreaking contribution to the struggle for the welfare of animals. It helps us step outside the box of carnism so that we are better positioned to think critically and be a part of the solution, helping to create a more compassionate and sustainable world. Why is it important to eat meat? Meats such as chicken, pork, lamb, and beef are all rich in protein. Red meat provides us with iron, zinc, and B vitamins. Meat is one of the main source of vitamin B12 in the diet. Food hygiene is important when storing, preparing, and cooking meat. Does human need meat to survive? Are we supposed to eat meat? Nature's find contrary to what was once popular belief, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics states that humans can obtain all of the essential nutrients required to sustain life and health by adhering to a well-balanced, appropriately planned vegetarian or vegan diet. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruit and plants also in return. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in our life at all time. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, the fruits and the plants also in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, the fruits and the plants also in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary to life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. This world, examples of civilization. Civilized man is really a farmer. Farmer, recognition of the earth in the structure of the world. Farmer, recognition of the truth in the structure of the world. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants also in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all times. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants also in a turn. Have to live. Food is necessary to survive. There is always so hunting. More trees, fruits and plants also in a turn. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Yes, but farming is definitely necessary in life at all time. Do you know, friends? Eating eggs every day is like honey for health. Why has poultry science made such an impact on human life? Intensive poultry farming, a review of the impact on sciencedirect.com, https://www.sciencedirect.com. Science article P by G. Jink 2023, cited by 74. Intensive poultry farming leads to emissions that impact various environmental compartments including air, water and soil. Poultry farming is one of the most efficient animal husbandry methods and it provides nutritional security to a significant number of the world population. Using modern intensive farming techniques, global production has reached 133.4 mil T in 2020. With a steady growth each year, such intensive growth methods, however, lead to a significant environmental footprint. Waste materials such as poultry litter and manure can pose a serious threat to environmental and human health and need to be managed properly. Poultry production and waste byproducts are linked to NH3, Na2O and CH4 emissions and have an impact on global greenhouse gas emissions as well as animal and human health. Litter and manure can contain pesticide residues, microorganisms, pathogens, pharmaceuticals, antibiotics, hormones, metals, macronutrients at improper ratios and other pollutants which can lead to air, soil and water contamination as well as formation of antimicrobial, multi-drug resistant strains of pathogens. Dust emitted from intensive poultry production operations contains feather and skin fragments, feces, feet, particles, microorganisms and other pollutants which can adversely impact poultry health as well as the health of farm workers and nearby inhabitants. Fastidious odors are another problem that can have an adverse impact on health and quality of the life of workers and surrounding population. This study discusses the current knowledge on the impact of intensive poultry farming on environmental and human health, as well as taking a look at solutions for a sustainable future. Why is poultry important to the world? Poultry provide humans with comprehensive food and fiber in the form of eggs, meat and fitness feeders. Many people love to raise and show chickens and other poultry species at fairs and other poultry shows. Others just love to raise them for backyard pets and for fresh eggs every day. How is the role of poultry in human nutrition? Very important. The digestibility and the contents of essential amino acids in eggs and poultry meat is far more superior than any other sources of animal protein. Poultry meat is widely accepted as a good source of high quality protein, the B vitamins and minerals. Friends, I am a farmer myself. I understand the call of the farmer's heart. We know how to live, friends. But friends, remember that it is important to satisfy our hunger too. I tried to write a lot about farming. Maybe you understand. Well friends, allow me to start writing our next program, trading.